Okay, welcome to match 1. We are playing Pioneer Faeries in Explorer, and this is the deck. It mainly consists of 4 Rankle, and we prepare for turn 4 with counter spells and removal, and mainly discard. At the moment I play 6 discard spells, 4 Ego Drain and 2 Thoughtseize, and 6 removal in the form of Fatal Push and Faerie Fencing. Faerie Fencing is great, way better than Fatal Push in this deck in my opinion. We try to deploy a Sleep Cost Faerie as early as possible, and then keep up the pace with cards like Faerie Mastermind and Picklock Prankster. Brazen Burrow is also great. Turn 3, 3-1 flying if the opponent has, doesn't have removal. The clock can get very fast with him. Yeah, Mutavault, also a very necessary part of the deck. It enables stuff like turn 2 Ego Drain if we don't get a 1-drop Faerie. And talking about 1-drop Faeries, this guy makes the deck work like it does. We need him 4 times in my opinion, so the full playset. When he enters, he surveils 1. That gives us the ability to get rid of lands, or if we need lands, for example a specific black land for turn 4 Rankle, he helps us find this. So also in the later half of the game we can discard him into Rankle, or we can sacrifice him into Rankle. Also something we can do with Mutavault, but also another reason we keep him into the 75. Yeah. So much about the deck, I guess. I'm still working on the mana base. Hall of Storm Giants seemed great so far. Also, the Hive of the Eye Tyrant, we really need creatures to keep up the pace in the late game if they have much removal or mass removal. Castle Thwaite is another idea, but so far Faerie Dream Thief is strictly better with his second ability. For the sideboard, yeah, we will see the sideboard in the games, I guess. Let's start. We are playing best of 3. Alright, he won the die roll. The starting hand is great. We have 2 mana, the colors we need. We can Fatal Push in the first turn with something. If something happens we're not expecting, Brazen Burrow is always nice. Okay, Blackleaf Glyphs, that could be something like Rakdos Sacrifice or Rakdos Midrange. Our opponent leads with Thoughtseize. I guess they will take the spell stutter, but we don't know their hand. Yeah, we can just pass the turn here. Now this hand became really dependent on land drops. Yes, but I harvested. That's what we expected. So we find fairy fencing and a sleep cursed fairy. We really need fairies on the board, so let's go with the sleep cursed fairy. We're playing against Structors mid-range, by the way, because they can't play Giganta because of the Shieldred. We didn't do. Okay, what can they have? I guess they will play turn 3 Fable of the Mirror Breaker and did in turn 4 Shieldred. We can get rid of Shieldred with the Fairy Fencing, but the Fable would suck, so let's try to hit the Fable with the Spell Stutter. We end the turn here. If we can't do that, we still have the Pity Theft from Brossenborough. And we really need a third land here. Yeah, here we're going back to the importance of Fairy Dream Thief. Another Thoughtseize. At least it costs them 2 life. I'm sure this time they will get rid of the Spell Stutter. If they take the Sleep Cursed Fairy, that's bad, but yeah, if they take the Brass and Borrower, that's fine for me. I will just let that resolve. Yeah, Thoughtseize. What a great card. Yeah, first printed in Lorwyn. It's one of those, at least for me, it's one of those fairy cards. Let's see if they implement the fairy artwork one day. He attacks. We still have Fatal Push-Up. They can't play Fable anymore, so let's just push that Harvester. So I guess that means we could have played Sleep Cursed Fairy, but who knows, maybe they would have played Fable. I think it was the right decision. Oh, please don't disconnect. Okay, the game crashed. Welcome to game 1, I guess. Okay, we won the die roll. This is not so good. Only a clear water pathway. If we play Sleep Cursed Fairy turn 1, we are dependent on a black land drop. If we play Thoughtseize turn 1, we are dependent on a blue land drop. I could see the Faerie Dream Thief into Thoughtseize. We can still disrupt our opponent. We have another land drop. We could use that while trying to find a blue land. Yeah, to be sure, we would have to deploy the Sleep Cursed Faerie turn 1. We can still play turn 2 spell starter, but we can not play Rankle or anything with this hand, so we have to mulligan. It's just too unsafe. This is way better. Let's see, we have double blue, double black. We can put back a... We can play the Watery Grave turn 1. We don't need mana turn 1, so let's get rid of the pathway. Yep, this hand is way better. We can play the tapped, and after that we can play Castle Locthwain untapped. Looks like we are playing against mono black. More Thoughtseize to come. Let's resolve the Thoughtseize. It's always to life. If we can rush, that would be great. Let's play Darkslick Shores first, because it comes untapped. And yeah. A Waste Not. We know why they get rid of the counter spells. Yeah. You may have your Waste Not, when I may have my Rankle. And we play a Brazen Borrower and hope for the best. No Rankle. No Rankle. Yeah, that's just attack. We're done. Yeah, have your go black. Okay, this is where Castle Locthwain shines. But this doesn't look good for us. Oh, 2 Brazen Burrow, okay. Yeah, it's pressure, I guess. He didn't have removal for one of them. Maybe he doesn't have removal for 2 of them. Still, Rankle top deck would be best. We have to get rid of his hand cards. He could pay for the spell stutter. We counter that. Let's get rid of the Waste Not and hope for Thoughtseize or something like that. Okay, more counter spells. Ego Drain or Thoughtseize would have been nice. Yeah, we can't counter that, sadly. Another... Okay, we can counter her. That's great. Okay, that's great. That's one of the best draws we could have had. Shielded. Okay, this is going to hurt. We need the mana. Untap the Sleep Coast. Or draw more cards. Let's see. If I draw a card, I only have 1 mana left, so untapping the Sleep Cursed is, I think, the best decision. If he draws with Castle Lochthwain, I think I will draw 2. I could have drawn with Castle Lochthwain to keep one of the cards, but I can still do that. But it will cost 2 life. I'm going for untapping Sleep Cursed. That's okay. That's... not the best draw. Let's just draw. Doesn't matter here. We need either Fatal Push or Faerie Fencing, and we got neither. Yeah, that's game. Let's see. Kalitas seems good. Thoughtseize. And I can see Liliana of the Veil. Spellstutter was a little bit slow. I really didn't need Fatal Push and Faerie Fencing, only later on against Sheoldred. I think that's okay. I shouldn't have boarded Liliana of the Veil, maybe. But I like the thought of him and having no cards in hand. This hand is okay. We could get rid of some nasty stuff. For example, the Waste Knot. So let's try to Thoughtseize into Eco Drain. Yeah, great start. No Fatal Push, that's good. I don't like Go Blank, but Thoughtseize is way worse here. Let's see. We can take Thoughtseize, and next turn we can take the Goblank or Sheoldred. We could also counter, so let's definitely take the Thoughtseize here. Oh, they find another. Oh, that's a great draw. They took the Dream Thief, okay. we can save the Eco Drain and keep Counterspell open for something worse, I hope so. Yeah, let's just hope they don't draw the enchantment. Let's get rid of the Go Blank. Mix Element. Yeah. So, Waste Not is our biggest problem here in this matchup. If they don't find it, I hope we can value them out over time. He can have the last spell stutter, that's okay. He didn't find a second land, so we just have to develop something. Mutavault is something. Should we draw another card here? I don't think so. Not yet, at least. They found a second land. We have to be fast now. I can't afford the castle, I see. Oh. Well, let's try our best to race him. Please don't have way to push or something. They have it. Great. Okay. That's at least that's out of their system. What is this? Scribe 1 or draw a card and later on. What a great card to grind. Okay, we can now afford to draw. Let's hope for Sleep Cursed. Nice, we draw Sleep Cursed. Yeah, that's the best draw we could have had here. Okay, it doesn't stop. Well, that's great. Do we go for discard? Sure, of course, go for discard. If it's a land in their hand, they have to decide between Sheoldred and the lands. That's great. We could also keep up Faerie fencing and just kill Sheoldred. We have enough life. I guess we can raise him. So maybe even nothing. Should we go for nothing? We could also let him sacrifice the Sheoldred. I don't see it. Let's just make the safe bet and go for discard here. If they really play Sheoldred, we just let him sacrifice, and sadly we would have to sacrifice the Sleep Cursed Faerie, but a Resolve rank is worth so much in every matchup. We draw another Sleep Curse. That's great. We can still untap the other one with the rest of the mana and directly attack for 6. Well, we can still go for life loss in the next turn, so not to give him more cards. We are tapped out, so let's discard. The Waste Not. Alright. Rancor pays off. Thank you. Yeah, that's not going to
Those who get
win
in
the
my
game.
way tend to
I
regret
can
it.
just sacrifice the Sleepcast Faerie.
Sacrifices must be made.
Okay. Yeah, that's game. I think he's tapped out. He can't do anything. I can attack for 7. Another ranker. Alright. Oh, he can exile this. I didn't see it, so he still has 4 life left. Do we let him draw? I don't think so. Let's discard. Yeah. That's not going to help anymore.
You won't be outsmarting me.
So we get a game 3. I do like Liliana of the Whale more than, for example, the Fairy Fencing. It really seemed unnecessary. So let's just put the spell starter back in and go into round 3. Okay, we have the mana we need. Our hand is a little bit Thoughtseize proof, that's great. If he Thoughtseizes, he sees 2 wrinkles. I like that thought. We have Sleepcast Faerie into Ego Drain, and yeah, we're definitely going to keep this. Let's just hope he doesn't Thoughtseize turn 1. Oh, that's great. Okay, our opponent plays Waste Not. We should maybe only this one time not start with Sleepcast Faerie and get rid of his Waste Not if he has one. So let's directly start with Thoughtseize. Next turn we can Sleepcast Faerie into Ego Drain. He has only 1 Fatal Push into Liliana of the Whale. Oh, that's great. Yeah, let's get rid of the... He can't play Fatal Push in the next turn, and if he does, it's his own fault. Let's get rid of Lily, and this should be a 1 game. Let's see. We go for blue here, I guess. We could also... we want Wrinkle, so double black could be interesting, but I want to deploy the Sleepcast Faerie earlier. So yeah, let's go for blue. I'm sure we are going to draw another black. Now let's Ego Drain. They can't Fatal Push the Sleep Curse because of our 2. If they do, it just gets countered. Yeah, that's what I love about the Sleepcast Faerie. She's a safe fairy in the first 2 or 3 turns. I love it. The opponent has to play around it, and Ego Drain just resolves. We get rid of the pay to push. Now that he could pay the about 2 cost, his hand is already empty. I have to say it was great luck that he has 4 single lands. But we still have to make something out of it. The game is not over. By far, not over. Faeries can be really mid-rangey. That's great for us. We can get rid of the Fairy Fencing. And there's a land for Wrinkle. We, of course, pay 2 life. A Brazen Borrower. That's great. Let's see, he would have to get rid of 3 cards in 1 turn. So we would not be able to play Renke. Could have something like double Thoughtseize, but I don't see it. Also, it would cost them 4 life. The Meat Hook Massacre. Okay. They have to be really desperate to kill the Faerie Dream Thief with a Meat Hook Massacre. We discard the other Renke. At this point we just hope that they don't find removal in the next 2 turns. If we can follow up with Brazen Borrower, this is great. Okay, we are lucky they couldn't get rid of Renke. Should we draw? I don't think so. I guess it's just damage this time. They have so much mana, I don't want them to draw some discard stuff or something like that. They play very cheap spells. Also very cost efficient, like this 3 mana discard 2 card. That's great for us. We can flash in Faerie Mastermind and draw a card of it. Also we could bring them their Waste Note back to their hand. I guess we are going to do that, so they don't profit from the discard. They're going to Fatal Push it. Then let's get rid of the Waste Note. They discarded the Waste Note. That's great. We have Ego Drain. That's also great. Yeah, let's get rid of that. We should have kept the Ego Drain and discarded with Renke. Could have also been okay. I guess it didn't make a difference. We don't do anything of that here. Let's just end the turn here. We have everything we need. We can still draw from Dream Thief, or... yeah, let's deploy the Brazen Borrower. Another Dream Thief. That's great. Let's have a look what's on the top of our library. I guess they are going to draw from the Reckon Bankbuster. Spellstutter, we don't need that anymore. They can... oh, we have 3 Faeries, so it would have countered for 5. It's still a hard counter. Okay, we could have kept it. Didn't see that coming. Yeah, underestimate how many Faeries you can play in this deck sometimes. Yeah, I still remember times where I only played like Mistband Click, Bitter Blossom and Spellstutter Sprite. And that was it. And now we are playing 20 Faeries. And I think around 32 cards with the word Faerie on it. It's a huge difference. That's okay. Yeah, the new Spellstutter is really great. The old Spellstutter would have countered for 4. So CMC 4 would have been also good. But to counter everything, that's great. Like 4-5. Yeah, let's draw a card with the Faerie Dream Thief. We draw another Winkel. Mutterwald, I like this. Should we draw another card with the Dream Thief? So we could decide what to discard? I don't know. Let's see here. Let's attack first. Yeah, let's discard Winkel. That's okay. And he discards Shieldred. That's great. We still have our Dream Thief. And that's game, I guess. Alright. Well, thank you for watching.